Okay, let's go to the plane crash. So as I said, this is the first one in 16 years. And it looks to me, full count, 64 dead. 60 passengers on the American airline aircraft from Wichita, Kansas to D.C. Reagan, and 3 Army soldiers on the Black Hawk helicopter. Apparently, they had a midair collision and everybody died. So it looks like the air traffic controllers would be responsible, right? That's the heavy odds are that air traffic control was at fault. But I think you give it a little time, a little pause, all right, to investigate and come up with what you can come up with. But right away, President Trump decided to politicize this. Go.
The initiative is part of the FAA's diversity and inclusion hiring plan. Think of that. The initiative is part of the FAA's diversity and inclusion hiring plan. A group within the FAA, another story, determined that the workforce was too white. They actually came out with a directive, too white.
And the president went on to excoriate Pete Buttigieg, the transportation secretary under Joe Biden, who deserves it. Buttigieg, a horrible job. And anybody who goes to the airport knows it. Awful. No oversight on the airlines at all. Insane. But I would have waited a couple of days if I were President Trump. He's right. Almost every federal agency is infiltrated by diversity, equity, and inclusion. And that has dropped the performance level of the federal agencies because people are being hired on skin color and gender and all this stuff. And they shouldn't be. Get the best people. So he's right. But again, it doesn't look good to jump on this less than 24 hours after the 64 people died. 67 people now. All right, I got 64 people on board. Let me correct this. 64 people on the American Airlines jet and 3 soldiers, 67. The new Secretary of Transportation is Sean Duffy. And he was only in the office for a couple of hours before this happened. You can imagine. All right. This is personal to me because 39 years ago this month, one of my closest friends, ABC News correspondent Joe Spencer, was killed in a helicopter crash. He's out of Chicago. He was flying to Austin, Minnesota, cover a strike, labor strike, and it was bad weather. And Joseph and his producer, cameraman, and a pilot all were killed 39 years ago today. Not today, this month. Joe Spencer was 31 years old, recently married. You can imagine this. And there isn't a day goes by, I named my son Spencer, that I don't think about that. And what I think about is what I told you at the top of the program. Tomorrow is not assured for anyone. You got to live current. And if you have a debt to somebody, if you do something terrible, straighten that out. President Trump's victory is a win for America. That's what most voters think. But Bidenomics has left us with a failing economy. I rely on American Hartford Gold to protect my savings with physical gold and silver, and you should consider that. American Hartford Gold has thousands of 5-star ratings and an A+ from the Better Business Bureau. A tax-advantaged gold IRA can shield you from worsening inflation. You can even roll over your 401k or IRA tax-free and penalty-free. So act now before it's too late. Call or text American Hartford Gold. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you for up to $15,000 of free silver on qualifying orders. Call 866-501-5201 or text Bill to 65532. That's 866-501-5201 or text Bill to 65532. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.